Hello again, County. Welcome back to another episode of Colonel Cast News.
We couldn't decide which segment to start with first, so we're going to leave it up to this Wheel of Fortune.
But first...
Ain't nothing I can do. I guess I'll keep on rambling. I'm gonna sing my song. I gotta find my baby. I'm gonna ramble on, sing my song. Gonna work my way around the world, baby. Do my baby.
So let's see the game board and give it a spin. Woohoo, Winterguard!
Recently, the ACHS Winterguard competed in their championship and did really well, but we'll let them tell you about it.
So could you tell us a little bit about what your Winterguard show was this past year?
Yeah, it's about memories and how they don't last forever, so that's why we have things like pictures and all that jazz. And so like in our show, we have like big picture frames, we toss in and out, dance in them, and all that.
Sounds fun.
Hendon County Varsity Winterguard.
Remember all the things we wanted, now all the memories they're haunted. We were always meant to say goodbye. Even with our fists held high, it never would have worked out right. We were never meant for do or die. I didn't want us to burn out. I didn't come here to hurt you. Now I can't stop. I want you to know that it doesn't matter where we take this road, but someone's gotta go. And I want you to know you couldn't have loved me better, but I want you to move on. So I'm already gone. Looking at you makes it harder, but I know that you'll find another that doesn't always make you wanna cry. It started with the perfect kiss, then we could feel the poison setting. Perfect couldn't keep this love alive. You know that I love you so. I love you enough to let you go. I want you to know that it doesn't matter where we take this road, but someone's gotta go. And I want you to know you couldn't have loved me better, but I want you to move on. So I'm already gone. So I'm already gone. Remember all the things we wanted, now all the memories they're haunted. We were always meant to say goodbye. I want you to know that it doesn't matter where we take this road, but someone's gotta go. And I want you to know you couldn't have loved me better, but I want you to move on. So I'm already gone. I'm already gone. Remember all the things we wanted. Now all the memories they're haunted. We were always meant to say goodbye.
And it's time to spin that wheel again. I think it's gonna land on Mr. Peck. AP Lit. Last year, Mr. Go's AP Lit classes did a March Madness style bracket tournament to see who the best villain in literature is.
And this year they did a new bracket challenge. Here's Brody with more.
I'm here, Joey Goebel. All right, tell me about this bracket.
It's my March Madness bracket for AP Literature. Everybody's talking about this. They're talking about it on TikTok. They're talking about it on Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, MySpace. I saw it on eBay.
Just everything?
And then I saw a couple of students talking about it just in person, face to face. Their phones were in their pockets.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what even is the bracket for? Like, what is it?
So we read a lot in AP Lit, and I was trying to think of a way to have all of the characters that we've encountered through the whole year compete against one another and put them in a March Madness bracket. And this year it was to determine who is the most insane character out of all of AP Lit. There's a lot of mental illness in what we read, and we recently crowned a winner. This morning we learned who the winner is.
So who's in the final four of this bracket?
Strangely, it was the 4 1 seeds, and the seedings are determined by page time. So as Prince Hamlet versus Meursault, the title character of The Stranger, and then Willie Loman from Death of a Salesman versus Victor Frankenstein.
So can you tell me who won the matchups?
It ended up being Meursault versus Willie Loman, and this morning I learned the winner of that match. Do you want to know?
I do. I would love to know.
It was Willie Loman.
Willie Loman?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's going to be famous one day, so.
Say what you will about Willie Loman, but I think we can all agree that he needed a win, so I'm happy for him.
That's good. That's good. Did you have a favorite character? Or a favorite?
I think of all these characters as my grandbabies, just the same way I think of all my students as my grandbabies. But I was rooting for Mama from Mama from Everyday Use by Alice Walker.
Okay. Well, thanks for talking. Great bracket and everything. Thank you.
Thank you, Brody.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. We're going to spin the wheel one more time.
And I wonder what it could be. Oh. Mr. Peck! Many of you know Mr. Peck's retiring from teaching this year. Like so many of you, CCN is a big Gene Peck fan, and we've been lucky to feature his wonderful voice on some of our short films.
So before he enters his Always a Colonel retirement chapter of his life, Jerica sat down to have a conversation with him.
I'm with Mr. Peck, and he is retiring this year, and I'm going to be asking him questions. So, Mr. Peck, where were you born and raised?
Well, I was born in Atlanta, Georgia. I lived in a little town in Missouri. I lived in Fort Worth, Houston, and Midland, Texas, and I went to high school in Louisville.
And what did you do before you became a teacher?
Well, Jerica, I spent 17 years working in factories, both automotive and air conditioning, home air conditioning factories, and I was a quality control consultant.
You've taught a lot of different classes in a few different subjects over the year. Do you have any favorite areas of content, and why?
Well, I do. My favorite, of course, is English, and the reason being is that I before I went to college. I was 35 when I started, and I love reading, and I had been reading all my life, tons of books, and I just thought, well, if I get this opportunity to go to college, teaching English would be logical. But I've also taught art appreciation and social studies, among others.
You're a big fan of rocking out to some great jams. Do you have a favorite band of all time?
Favorite band of all time is, of course, the only band of all time. That's Led Zeppelin. For all of you, I have hundreds of bands I love, but Led Zeppelin is it. Listen and learn from them.
What are your top 3 songs from Led Zeppelin?
Well, I couldn't pick 3, Jerica. I just couldn't. I'd say the Rain Song, When the Levee Breaks, Heartbreaker, Ramble On, Black Dog, Whole Lot of Love, and a whole lot of more songs.
And what are your plans for retirement?
First, I'm going to take a lot of naps, and then I'm going to do a lot of camping, canoeing, kayaking, and things like that, like I always do. And I'm rebuilding a really big new garden. I'm very excited about that.
All right, and I have one more question for you, Mr.
Oh, what's that? Oh, yes, I can do that. This book is called The Rime of the Ancient Mariner, boys and girls. And there's a ship right here, and it's sinking in the ocean, and there's a guy hanging on right up here, and I'm going to read it to you, and you're going to love it. Part the first, he holds him with his skinny hand. There was a ship, quoth he, hold off, unhand me, grey-beard loon. Ancient man, the bright-eyed mariner. The ship was cheered, the harbor cleared. 3 years, child, the mariner hath will.
Can get what she can.
Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Colonel Cast.
We'll see you again soon to share more of what's going on in your world, County.
In the meantime, make sure you follow us on Instagram and Facebook to see updates on sports and other topics throughout the week.
And keep checking out coloneljournal.net for more in-depth reporting on our Colonel sports teams and more. Sports journalism has started reporting on some of our home games, so be sure to definitely keep an eye out on our Facebook and Instagram.
We hope you all have a great weekend, and we'll see you next time.
This is Colonel Cass signing out.
Yeah. Are we ready? Okay. Stop.
I can rub my...
It's right in my ear.
Moisturizer.
Okay. Hello again, County. Welcome back to another episode of Colonel Cast News.
We can...
No, so you go down. Oh. So you go down and I'm going to go like that.
Like you're pushing them with...
I can't see what I'm doing, Mr. Fish.
Well, hello, Jerica.
I'm here with Mr. Peck, and I'm going to be in words.
I mean, it's fine. It's a live interview, so it's fine.
Oh. We're doing.
You know, it's only going on the air for
Oh, yeah.
2,000 students.
I know.
He's making both of us nervous.
Yeah, because I'm never, ever on camera.
You'll be fine.
We're spinning the wheel again. That was not what you said you were going to do.
Ready? Are you ready?
Whenever you are.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
Like so many of you, CCN is a big Gene Peck fan. And we've been lucky to feature his illustrious. And we've been lucky to feature his illustrious voice on some of our short films.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Okay.
Thank you for turning. Okay. One more time. Okay.